Welcome, welcome to Gran Turismo 7. Let's go live on the vertical. Here we go. All right, welcome to Gran Turismo 7. All is on the line for race 7 of the 2026 championship race. Welcome, Rowiki, as well. Thank you very much. Time to get some practice in. You can see the pros doing what you should be doing. You're trying to prepare to get better for any particular race. Follow the pros in our group here. Look at them. They race at noon, and they're already practicing. They've probably been practicing for 2 to 3 hours. That is the right way to do it. We're going to be doing it the dad racer way, so the amateur or the semi-pro dad racer way. And actually, we're close to getting the B league, which would make us, I guess, semi-pro, but we got kicked out of the C because of Monza. Cheers, folks. Now let's get in and figure out DK Nielsen. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate that. I should be racing in VR when I've got this cockpit view. And I'm thinking -1. We'll find out. You know what? Let's race it. I'd say the good starter started at 0. Your back end is sliding out under braking on a mid-engine. Put it to -1. Try it there. Still sliding out, -2. Not sliding out at all. Go to +1. Actually, it's got a suspicion that we'll have a little advantage here at +1. So let's try the race here at +1. Let me know if you can hear properly. Trying to get the microphone a little closer here. The steering wheel set. It's actually the remote right beside me because we're running through speaker for the vertical live. So I'm looking for all your feedback. Got the load cell pedals. We're running the Thrustmaster TGT2. That's a dual belt system. That way it's not doesn't destroy our wrist too much if we decide to rally race or drift. And I wanted the load cell pedals from Thrustmaster. These pedals are incredible. So at 0, brakes are perfectly balanced here. We're favoring brakes to the rear, so a little less front brakes so we can continue to turn in while under braking. That'll be good for corrective braking because I might be braking late and I might be braking not enough and need to brake while moving towards the apex. And actually that's trail braking. Ideally when you've got the perfect lines, the perfect speed, you'll actually brake right to the apex. When you get to about the middle of the apex, you ease back on the throttle. You don't slam it down because that is a sure recipe to spin out unless you've got your traction control on 2 or 3, but if it's 0 or 1, being rough with the pedal will get you to slide out. We'll sometimes slide out at +2 stability control. You have to be really rough with the pedals. I find the happy mediums to keep traction control on 1 or 2 unless you're a pro racer. Let's find out, are the other racers here today, are they amateur or are they semi-pro? Last week we actually had our last race 2 weeks ago. One of the amateur racers pulled, Chip was incredible. He pulled a time that was a pro time, and I don't think the pros managed to get his top time. So we call this the amateur league, but we are competing with some pro speeds. There we go. So +1 I'm liking, feels great there. The car didn't lock up under braking. It didn't just start locking up and going straight through the turn. I was able to apply some brakes and still maneuver. The 145 being pulled by JCCR, Sir Badger. And what are we running? A red 141.2, so that time does not count. Let's see what time we actually can run here. We got to go through that section like that. That used to be my absolute slowest section. I was quick through some other parts of this track, but very slow through there. And if we can do that during the race, You might have a competitive time. Don't have to be all throttle or zero throttle. It's not a light switch. A little bit more as a dimmer switch. Times you will need light throttle. A little slower through that last turn. Probably pick up a half second. And this is great news. We're only just under a second slower than the fastest time. We have a chance here. It's all on the line for this race because, quite frankly, our times have not been very quick. Our positioning, even though we finished, I think, second in the 2025 championship, I'm pretty sure Remy and I were fighting it out for, I think, second. So I think that means I finished second, he finished third. We had a battle out in a final tie-breaking race. And I got lucky. Crashed out at some point, if I recall correctly, and I was able to get a pass in. Took advantage of the air. Made some myself. There we go, Barcelona. I do like, and I may not have practiced a whole lot. It looks like we've got a decent handling of this track. There, that inside apex, if you go too much on it, it's going to spin you right out. Love the feeling of the 911 here at JCCR Racing. We talk cars, we talk track, we talk sim racing, we also talk real world cars. As I am the owner or manager of Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, a YouTube channel where we review, well, we've been long-term reviewing 2 Porsche 911s. We sold one, we're down to only one. True sign of poverty right there. Down to only one Porsche 911, but they are the least expensive model, the most affordable and most analog model. The 996 generation of the Porsche 911 is pretty darn incredible. It's 100% analog. Don't have any, well, you can't get them as an option with the PMS, the Porsche Control Management System. Traction control, fancy traction control, very, very advanced for back then, but nonetheless, we don't have it on the red one. We had it on the black one. Nothing against it, but boy, is it ever fun driving a lightweight car. It is about 700 to 800 pounds lighter than the 2017 Shelby GT350, which in a modern car has one of the best engines and absolutely the best transmission and clutch system from the Tremec transmission. Thank you very much, Knight Rider Jim. Thank you for catching it. Let's see if we can get a top 5. If we can start top 5, we've got a chance. It's Sunday. Cheers, Prost. Chin chin, as the French often say. Turns out, right balance. I think it's just fine on one. We're under control, need to trail brake. I wouldn't push it any farther. I don't want the rear end getting loose under braking. Under braking and elevation change. Will be the second car out, chasing Sir Badger, which works just perfectly. He was pulling at 1 second faster lap time. So very little chance that we go and have to deal with traffic from him. Ideally, anytime, talk about best practices now, anytime you're doing a qualifying lap, ideally you don't want to get stuck behind someone that's slower than you and be ready to move with them, because your fast lap might get canceled out from a crash. And you might also just slow down from not being able to pass them for 3-4 turns. Here you gotta go for the complete outside, catch the apex, get back on the throttle. Control of the car is excellent right now. Quicker than we've been through there in a long time. We've got a chance today, and good thing, because everything is on the line. We have to start turning things around. We want to have a chance for podium for the 2026 season. And who do we have on the lineup? On the grid, we're going to have R. Curie, Daniel behind us, Super Doofus, who's quick on this track as well, Sir Badger. We got Remy, our great frenemy from last season where we battled it out. And we've got Forza Canada and neighbor 050 RSR. Maybe it's time you change that RSR to a JCCR. There we go. Got to be in second there to get the hammer down and rock it out of these turns. The 911 being absolutely incredible powering out of turns. Because you really feel, at least in the 996 generation, it's all analog. You really feel like you're working with the car, that the car is working with you. Do a little bit of directing with those rear wheels with throttle response. It is incredible driving with an engine behind you. The race will be starting at the end of this qualifying, so in about 8 minutes. We did a 139 as a practice lap there. Can we be a top 5? Gonna be tough. I think the group here, lobby's been open since about just a little before 9 a.m. People have gotten 2.5 hours of driver track training. I'm coming in here a little not overconfident. It's not because I think I'm fast here or faster than others. Because I was taking care of my daughter. We've got 2 kids now, so changing the dynamics in the free time. You've got kids or other responsibilities, interesting or uninteresting responsibilities, share them. Even if you've got a rock collection that's taking up your time, let us know in the comments. We're here to build community. In the race, if anyone goes off track, I will capitalize and take the 3 positions. Archery with a 142.6. Oof, that is fast. So we've got a semi-pro amongst us. Love manual. We can just, missing rotation, quickly drop it down a gear, rotate the nose. Oh, and the 911, 996 generation. Transmission, we've had 2, right? So we had a stock clutch and shifter, and it felt halfway between the Shelby GT350, world's best shifting system and transmission, and a tractor. The gate was a little too big. The spacing in between the gears, the length of the throw, a lot of that can be resolved with a shorter shifter. 911, the red 911 we own, the other 996 has a different shifter box. Clutch is a lot harder. I think it feels like a stage 2. And the shifter is about half the length, so not completely, cut off, but it's shortened. And it feels very mechanic, and it's pretty darn amazing. It really corrects one of the few weak points on that car from Porsche. Oof, 144.2. We're far from our 143 we were running earlier. This is a bit of a problem. So I guess we'll focus in. This might be our last lap attempt. So if you want to brake, 2 options. Either brake balance at -1 or 2, and we brake well in advance, and then just carry the weight through, or actually use the benefit of the +1 and trail brake. Just don't want to late brake like that and almost go off the track and lose speed. We want more speed! Oh! Like that. That was a very slow one. So it's going to be a 146, a high 145. We were quick through there. So maybe still hope. We got to get down into the 143s. It's going to be, look at that, a lot of 140s. 2 142s, 143s. And we are competing again with some semi-pros. I think some people will be getting upgraded to the Pro League next year, which is cool. Always good to watch people from our league get promoted into the higher, faster league. All right, in correcting, we got one last try here. And make some corrections and get into the 143 club. It's not going to be easy, but I know we've got it. There we go, focus in through turn 1 and 2. Try to hold speed here. Now, right on the marker, that means our line was not too shabby. Ronan, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for the help with the races last night. Special thank you as well for B. Williams. Otherwise, we would have lost the night, folks, but the JCCR team picks up another week. It's now 7-3 for the season, so 7 weeks. 1 out of 10 won by the JCCR team, and the challengers are at 3, and that's only because one of the best challengers, B. Williams, got recruited, substituted. Ronan made it in for race 2 or 3. Had he been in for race 1, we wouldn't have had B. Williams, but hey, that's how we won this week. But anyways, B. Williams is in the process, if I'm not mistaken, of joining the JCCR team. Since we always race together anyways, why not, right? As the French say, why not cook a nut? At least they do. Their eye work, it's a wee bit of a joke. Don't know where it came from, but we're still not in the 143. Last attempt. We're just not competitive here with the 144. Oh, there we go. Much better, much quicker. Much earlier back in the throttle there. When you get your lines just going slow and smooth, you get the hammer down and get off into the pedal, take off much sooner. Final lap, last chance, but I think we're running a potential 143 right now. Follow the lines, they'll give us the right line for quick laps, all these rubber markings, great indicator, let you know where you need to be. We've gone back to the basics on this one, using the whole track. Here we go, 143, you got it, yes, 143.9, scraping, might not be good enough to put us in the top 5. Here's my main phone over on the couch. So give me a moment. I'm going to get the JCCR lobby, JCCR live stream. When you're in there, you're part of the JCCR racing crew. Appreciate your help and assistance. See Ronan, drop the comment. All right, Andrew Rubio, bring it on, cool name. Rubia. Thought it was Rubio, but Rubia works as well. Welcome in, mate. All right, so it's all on the line for this race. So we've got currently more watching in the vertical live than the horizontal live. Down to 3 because I think maybe some people left to come and watch the race, or maybe the race is being put out by one of the pro drivers so that they can switch between racers, look at what's going on at the top of the pack, the middle, and the bottom of the pack. Hopefully they don't just focus on first and second. Hopefully they show a bit of the whole pack here. We got the second slowest time, but we're not that far off our great frenemy, more friend than enemy, but it's our competitor who keeps us on our toes, Mr. Remy himself, and we're not that far off Sir Badger and Super Doofus. Great job pulling in. I think 142 is a very sensible amateur time, and I'd say, tempted to say the 142s are, I'm going to be curious to watch the Pro League. I have a feeling 142 is going to be middle of the pack, actually, of the Pro League, but we'll find out. I think the top of the pack is going to be running a low 141. Middle of the league is going to be 142, and the bottom of the Pro League, I think, is going to be running either a high 142 or extremely low 143, like a 143 flat or a 141. But we'll find out. Catch that at noon. Throw out a little good luck to everyone. I know the race is going to be clean here. This 2026 championship season has been clean. Very little issues. If issues do happen, you can report them. Just don't. Last night we had a newbie to the channel, and they just kept. They got hit off track by one of our cleanest racers, and they just kept bringing it up and bringing it up, and they just wouldn't drop it. You could see they're clearly feeling pretty burnt, and that's fine. But in life, you got to kind of just, as they say in Daniel Tiger, sometimes you just got to squeeze yourself real tight, breathe, and count to 4. And, you know, in life, you can't just stay focused on how much of a victim you are. You got to move on. And there was more races to race anyways. It's like, look, we're on to the next race. Like, get your mind focused on the next race. Ronan, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for the help last night. B. Williams, thank you so much for the help. Ronan, thank you so much for the help. I'll throw a little joke out. That race was incredible. So you can see the text going off on the left. That's where those that aren't in this live stream can chat along with us. Yo, Crispy! Crispy Precision. Jello Dog. What is up, Jello Dog? I'm saying hi right back to you. We got Jello Dog. We got Crispy Precision Gaming. Ooh, we'll have to check out that YouTube channel, Crispy Precision Gaming. So, folks, at the end of this, check out Crispy Precision Gaming's channel. And we got Ronan Silva Curie. Howdy. Howdy, Silva. Oh, and I better get him involved on this here. Here we go. It's about to get on. Helps to start with the throttle down, or as I like to call it, pedal to the metal, but not over revving. Oh, we got a huge help from our buddy Daniel. God bless you, my friend. Being careful not to slide into the Remy there, so I threw on the brakes instead of being on the accelerator as I needed to for speed, but we're all braking for one another. When you're behind the car, you're 100% responsible for not hitting the car in front of you, no matter what they do. No harm, no foul. I think I just left a tiny bit of paint on Remy's car there. Lap 1, everyone seems to be taking it a lot slower than their usual pace. The usual pace should be considerably faster than my pace. I feel like at every turn, I'm closing the gap and then laying on the brakes. That's just how lap 1 often goes to races. whole pack is together here. Back end starts to slide out. The +1 great for trail braking, but under braking, back end can cut loose. Yes, we're still in the pack. We're in the mix. We're up 1 position, and we're trying to streamline here behind Rufus. A little drafting, letting him break wind for us. It's fast and not smelly. Oh, and it left the apex wide open. Good job, Remy. Having great back and forth with Remy now. Here when Remy's on throttle from that screaming Mazda. The whole pack's still together. And another back and forth. The 911 isn't going to get passes on the straightaways, but it can get passes here in the turns because that's its specialty. Fast through the bendies. And we're now chasing down Sir Badger in his Aston Martin. Here, we want to keep it in third. Keep a little bit of power to the wheels so we don't just slow down and lose momentum. Pushing it, let's take it to the outside. Complete outside to complete inside here. Last lap, we got a pass in this section. Closing the gap here, but we're not getting the pass. Oh, we took a steal there. Saw a bit of apex still opened up, and we took it, and we're moving on up. Now we're up 3 positions from starting point. 2 or 3. Clearly I've had trouble counting. Influenced by my daughter who counts everything 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Due to the power of how many 2? Racing better right now. I like cars on the track, benefiting from reflex skills and opportunity analysis. Not so quick on the qualifying, but the race itself is going good as it's all on the line, and we race down the track trying to get passed by Sir Rufus, who's actually a full second, just about a second faster than us on the qualifying. We hold it together. Can we watch and learn from it? The whole pack is beautiful. We're still all together. Oh, and I felt the pull in the steering wheel, but we kept it under control there. We're a little weak sauce through there. I guess that means slow. We took a whole lot of the grid there just by gluing the apex, a lucky break. Oh, but are we going to lose control out in the grass? A little too hard on the apex that time. And we're briefly in podium. Can we hold it? No texting written up on the hood, so that means I got to stay focused here. Sorry, I'm missing what's going on in the live stream, but howdy to Johnny's Car Care. Oh, that's us. Stumpy GT, welcome, brother. Rail brake to the apex because we got the brake set up for that at +1 on the Porsche 911 GT3. And we're up in 3. We started from second last. But we've got the Porsche 911. Where does it excel? It is probably the best car when it comes to stealing spots in the turns, powering out of turns, well under control. Oops, sorry, Smokey. Smokey's too fast, 2 seconds faster on his qualifying lap, so I'm not expecting to close the gap with him like I just did. Trying to take the outside. Can't pass on the outside. Smokey did a great job not slamming us slamming into us, and then as such, slamming us off the track. I'll slow through there, so we got Sukubis giving us some free nitrous. Thank you, brother. Free nitrous boost. Quicker through there than last, but there's still room for improvement. These guys are better drivers. I've just been racing this track like a wolf because we made many passes in the turn. Risky passing, high risk, high reward from what you can see. It's only a dirty pass, I'd say, if you make contact or if the person behind you has to just slam on the brakes to avoid a collision because you really dive bomb the corner. But we didn't dive bomb the corner, we just took the apex when we saw there was a car width of space to slide on by. Holding third, small miracle here. 144, unlucky. The fastest lap has been 144, which is much slower than the qualies, running with the 142s from the top of the pack here. The throttle here, we want to be at about 10%, and then when it's time, we throttle down, pedal to the metal through. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, we almost took it to the grass there. Oh, the tires already reacting differently here. Not expecting that. We lose a lot of ground there. Good job to those that pass, Sir Badger, Neighbor. Some clean passing. And now back into 6th. This has been a race so far with a lot of back and forth, a lot of excitement. This is how I like to race. See, people's speed is really picking up. We picked up a lot of positions while people were doing safety laps, and now the problem is we're racing fast, and I wasn't able to defend. I needed to, once I picked up those positions, to have a chance, since I'm a slower driver, I had to defend hard, and we went off a little off track there. Start closing up the gap. Oh, that was almost a dirty pass. I think the car behind me probably had to do some extra braking. So, Superdufus, I'm sorry I stole that one from you. That was borderline dirty on my part. Too hard on the throttle. That's a traction control at 0. You'll gain a little on every turn, but you'll lose a lot every so often when you just have just a tiny bit of too much power. Little corrective left, right to keep us on the track there as we took a bit too much of that apex, but no penalty, so a little harm, no foul. Thank you very much for the one that said good luck handsome friends off the side in the text. Really wearing out the tires here. That front left tire does not like me very much at this point, I'd say. that section we had gone off, and that's when we went from, what was it, 3rd to 6th. And we're slowly climbing back. Not sure when to pit here. I think we'll just have to follow the leader. Sometimes when you have no clue, watching the best and seeing what they do and trying to mimic them is your best option. Rear end there, putting a little extra power in the rear end in first gear. I think I need to aim the nose where I want. Has anyone gone to pit yet? Tires are starting to feel pretty tired. So probably last lap here, and we'll have to throw on mediums unless we're allowed 2 softs. If so, we can divide it down. We'll see when we go in if we're allowed to run another lap with softs. Lots of shake coming through the Thrustmaster TG2 steering wheel. I'm liking that quite a bit. Helps me feel the track. Just like a Porsche 911 996 generations, it's one of the lighter versions. It's the lightest still analog. Sorry, it's the last analog version and one of the lighter versions. And you can really feel connected to the road. It's nimble. You sit low. Wonderful car. It's not nearly as fun as to just sit in it and let the engine shake you the way the GT350 is. But we also have the Toyota MR2 over on Johnny's Car Care and Review, so if you haven't already checked out the channel and given it a subscribe, do so please. Pushing it to the limits, going to the danger zone. You do not want to catch any of that inner apex gray stuff, that'll spin you right out. We're actually closing the gap on Sir Badger. Trail brake to the apex, get back on throttle early. Austin Martin well, we call it a front engine, but the front engine is actually so far back it's almost mid-engine. Really helps with the balance on the vehicle. Lost the gap there. That could have been very advantageous, obviously, going into this straightaway. And we've got 2 new visits gone into pit, so we're going to have to do that this final lap. Last lap with these weak tires. Still braking like I've got the brake balance to -2 or -1. So I'm not taking advantage of the trail braking. I've gone off track a bit too much. It takes more experience, more track knowledge to be able to time your braking just right so you trail brake right up to the apex. As we see there, almost taken off track, trying to do some late braking that includes trail braking to the apex. And Sir Badger showing us all the right lines. He's coaching us through this race, helping us hold forth here. We've got a chance on Barcelona, and we've had 4 results for the first 6 races, so we do need this. We do need this coaching from Sir Badger. It's all on the line for race 7 of the season. There we go, trail brake, right to the apex. That was pretty darn solid of a line. The tire is starting to not really behave predictably. We got a pit, Sir Badger. Show me the pit line here. So we'll need a touch of fuel, and the mediums are required. So Sir Badger in front of us, almost certainly on the mediums. Cheers, folks. We don't need to refuel, right? We've made it that far with the fuel we have. We have less than, maybe I should have taken 1 second. But this race is tight. 1 second could be the difference between position, or even 2. This tight race has been incredibly tight. There goes my soft tire advantage. Got to keep in mind these tires aren't going to behave like our softs just did. Actually, worn out softs versus fresh mediums, you know what? It's probably going to feel kind of pretty consistent with what I was just racing. I'm actually going to have a slight bit better of grip. Thank you for the encouragement, catching those JCCR Racing pit crew. Encouragement at the bottom left of the screen. Thank you very much. This race brought to you, made possible at least for me, by the sponsors of the channel. That's the members. Thank you so much, members. Really appreciate the help and support. Oh yeah, mediums are better than the worn softs. This should be quick. Let's bring it down to a low, somewhere in the 144 section. Ooh. Very slow through there. Good thing I don't have anyone nipping on my rear. There's someone back there, but they're not nipping yet. There we go. Arturi running very quick and taking off his medium. Wow. So that's why the top speed 143. Everyone most came in on the mediums. It's an advisable thing to do. It's going to be hard holding on to get into, 6. It's going to be hard holding on with the glove soft behind us, but we're definitely going to try. Now the back end has more chance of sliding out now that we're on medium tires. Good adjustment, I think, with brake balance, and you move it out to 1 or 2. So put a little bit more braking. Now, if you're not used to this, you definitely don't want to do this mid-race. It will change your drive style, but the medium's already changed our drive style. And we've raced often between -1 to +2. We should be fine with 0 here. Let's get back to the radar if Rufus gets any closer. Oh, he's getting close. Indeed. Indubitably. Yes, he is closing up. Not sure about this 0. Over rotation through there, while under throttle. Woo. All right, so we're holding off Super Doofus. It's not easy. We gotta put our best driving foot forward, which would be our right foot. A lot of racing actually comes down to your braking. And these load cell pedals from Thrustmaster really helping making it all very doable. Race speed has come way up. Crashes, well, in the first 10 days while adjusting these pedals, 10 days, 2 weeks, adjusting these pedals meant a lot of crashes and a lot of much slower laps. But now they are really helping us, I find, to get white springs, gray springs, black springs, and the hardest, the red springs. And the red springs were too hard without connecting a computer and turning the force feedback from the pedals way down, well, cutting them in half. So it's stock at 100. So we put in the black pedals and we are, oh, big mistake there, just fine-ish. Moving it, hadn't planned it that way, but got lucky in moving to our line. We saved ourselves there. Super Doofus had to hit the brakes, otherwise he's going to blow our doors right off. partial throttle needed through there, otherwise we're driving right off track. Tail braking is still possible. Finding zero, I think I'm able to drive a little bit more aggressively. Because our times aren't that tall, our soft tire times, and we're on medium, so I think zero is probably the right place to be while on softs. Probably better if I'd have been not on the throttle for just a little longer and then be really hard on the throttle. Good pass. Tom. Well done. Great win for us. Great balance. I'd almost want to really adjust it between -1 for certain sections of this track, all the way to +2 for others. Oh, and we're in a good position here. Having Tom brake win for us, you can really see the advantage here. Real nice back and forth with Tom. Hopefully that won't be the last of it. We've got 4 laps left. And I predict that there could be some very nice, another back and forth between Tom and I, as we seem to be pretty even on this track. Powering out of that one, we really got to catch an apex later, otherwise not get on the throttle properly. Ooh, we missed the apex by a quarter mile. How much will that cost us? So far, not too bad. Not too much. There we go. Once we see the marker and the nose is lined up with it, the throttle down there, we're holding Tom at bay at about the same distance. It's actually bringing it down to 10. That I stopped talking, but it is close. I'm really trying to nail this lap, trying to see what the top lap on mediums can be. We brought it down to a 144.3, our fastest lap on mediums and almost our fastest lap overall. We had some very slow, soft laps, I guess. Trail break, just about to the apex. And we gained a 10th back from Tom, so he took a 10th from us, then we gained it back, took a 10th from him. Oh, now he takes 2 tenths from us, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. He went through there a lot quicker, about a half second quicker. Well done, Tom. Tom is coming on back. This is going to be good. This pace will have us in, we'll be neck and neck like Babu. With that mess up, gonna be right behind me. Oh, there we go. Tom is coming from the rear. Oh, and I messed it up twice, 2 turns in a row. Gotta get back into it. You might blow by us right here. Let's find out. Oh, it's 0.3. This is fantastic. The way racing should be. we miss the apex? And he's there for it. He is. He gets the pass. Well done, buddy. Great driving. Oh, and it's RSR Neighbor who's come up. And now we've got to work to get the pass on here. Looking at the difference, Tom is coming up. Not sure if he had an accident. Hopefully it was keeping in deposit. Cockpit view, there's a lot I miss, but RSR Neighbor made the pass. But Tom's now bringing it up from the rear. 1.3 off, he got 2 laps to hold him. Our Curry must have had a huge crash out. He had the fastest lap time. Then I think he was in first for the first part of the race. I wonder if anything went down between him and Smokey or Forza. If you haven't already checked out Forza's YouTube channel, check it out. And also don't forget our team manager, Super Dupus. Fantastic guy, great content. Oh boy. Okay, so I need my brake balance down to 1 here. This is costing me. There we go. Back to trail braking. Back to better rotation. At least I feel like I have a little more control of the 911 through these turns. And we've got about a 1.5 lap with Tom right behind us. Locked up the brakes. Will it cost us a position? No, but we're in position to get past. Another mistake like that, falling apart on the second last lap. Back down to third. Howdy, Tom. He's great back there. And our Curry, so last, not far off. Thank you very much for the individual saying nice setup. We've got the Thrustmaster TGT2. It is double barrel driven. It is not a direct drive, but it is great at not ripping our wrists apart. Does it feel spongy? No. Is there maybe a fraction of a millisecond that we lose because of belt, expansion? Some mild elasticity in the belts, possibly, but we're not affected. The load cell Thrustmaster LCM pedals, the load cell pedals, really making a huge difference. Really kicking our game up after the 2-week adjustment period. So we needed about 14 hours of driving. Out of time to pick up a penalty. It's the final lap. And there's a lot of action in front of us. Those cars passed us just earlier. Actually, all those cars passed us twice, but we had passed them all twice. Sorry, we had passed them all once, and then they came back and passed us. To pass the race, high caloric exchange. Oh, someone hadn't lapped, so we'll pick up a freebie there. Someone hadn't pitted, so they'll go pit. Hey, great job, Daniel. You beat us out. Well done. All right, so we got a 1-minute penalty. Oh, okay, no, but we had someone who didn't hit. They tried to survive on the mediums. And a 1-second penalty on Super Dupus. He must have picked up a 0.5 trying to push past me. So that puts R. Curry in front of him. He was probably pushing, I can only assume, pushing very hard to keep R. Curry behind him, which is fantastic because R. Curry had like a 2-second lap time faster than mine and about a 1-second lap time faster than Tom. So well done keeping him off. But in doing so, he picked up a 0.5-second penalty on the last lap. That means you pay it off as a 1-second penalty over the line. Up 3 positions, so safe, smart, smoothish driving, not battling it out, not trying to hit cars for passes, brought us up 3 positions. And for a while, we were in second or third. So a huge race. Out of this world gaming. Thank you so much, Bren. Really appreciate it. And we've got Dev. All right, Dev making it in. Yeah, Dev, new setup. Thank you for noticing. Right on. The stand is play seat. It is fantastic, except price-wise, 10 out of 10. Utility, if you forget price, I'd rate it like a 5 because we've got some vibration here. The seat slides back and constantly readjusting the pin. Ronan, thank you very much, buddy. But when you take price into consideration with the play seat, this was what, like $350 or $299 at Costco, $349. When you take price into what this gives you, I would rate it an 8, 8.5. The issues, again, some wobble, not as bad as a wood setup that I have beside me. My old setup was more wobbly, and I feel that I lost control sometimes just because the flex in the wood meant that it wasn't really directly giving it a direct input to those front wheels. Woo! That was a great race. Good race, everyone, and I'd even say great race. From what I saw, lots of clean driving out there. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see what's going on in the chat history here. Rowiki is a driver from the Pro, driver in JCCR Pro. Rowiki, thank you, teammate. DK Nielsen, right on. Another very, very fast teammate. I look forward to watching their race. I don't know if there's going to be space for me to stay in so I can be an observer. But let's see what kind of laps we get from the pros here. Let's try to follow them for the end of this live. And actually, we're in a live here more if we can go into spectate mode. All the fans are 16 out of 16. So some of the amateurs are going to need to pull out. But I'm just going to stay in because I'd like to go in spectate mode. I'd also like to try this on mode I've never tried. -1. Night Rider Jim saying they're keeping up good, Rick. Driving thanks very much, teammates. Hopefully we're coming in on soft. You want to see the fastest lap here. So we're going to bring them off time on this one. Or if the car gets feel better, have better turning, better control, or brakes for front generally means our turning when I get braking works. We have locking up a little. I like this best for Barcelona. This would not a lot of elevation changes, preferable. Yeah, -1. That's fine. I'd say mountain rider goes good. So let's go in the comment section. We'd love to know what you think. Oh, and I'm sorry. The sound must have been horrible there as we had the controller, which is our speaker, on the ground. So 141 getting pulled, 0.5 getting pulled by Thor. So Thor will have one of the fastest. He'll have a top 3 lap time here. He's extremely quick. When you do brake and then let go, the car really turns in. That is actually kind of pretty darn nice there. So official lap here. Let's see, what tires are we on? Racing soft, so let's give this a try. Continue to observe the pros here. What kind of speed are they going to pull? I'd say +1 is still thinking this is the right spot. But coming out of the pits on softs, we ran a 138 something. Let's see what we can do with the +1 here. Out of pit comparison. maybe the pros will use this brake balance, and maybe they completely disagree. So hopefully one of the pros will let me know in the live stream here on Johnny's JCCR Racing, one of the JCCR members, one of many. I'm Lieutenant Slow, but I'm the founder, so so people include me in things that I have no business being there. It's like, you guys are having this super fast race against another team, and I still get the invite nonetheless just because I'm the founder. Ooh, that was nice powering out of there. Oh, Rowicki doing a 140.6. Okay. So I think 142, high 142 is going to be the bottom one, low 143 is probably going to be the bottom of the Pro League. Those are some very fast times. Here, testing out the brake balance, we got a 138. What will we pull now? Plus one just feels beautiful in the mid-engine. The real world Porsche 911 is a rear engine. It's something to behold. Very different drive style. Very interesting. Really feel like you need to work with the car. You don't just, the car's not being you know, controlled by the front wheels. You really feel like the whole car works and you work to keep it together. So 138.1, so faster on the +1. I think we had ran about a 138.8 or 138.9 previously. Here's going to be our official fastest lap. What can we pull here? More practice. What would have been our qualifying lap? With, I think we've tested out best brake balance we can find for the Porsche 911. I think this will be general knowledge for the mid-engines. Through there, I think we're going to run low 143, which Super Doofus had a 143.1 for his qualifying, so we would have still been starting behind. We started in second last, so nonetheless a really good race considering where we qualified. But good, more practice, more time spent wouldn't have gotten us a better lap, a better start point on the grid. Nonetheless, we're up in second or third early enough on as we made some major passes in the turns. Philness Games, you legend! Folks, if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to Philness Games on YouTube. And there we run a 144.4. So a 130, high 133, I think was our lap time, or a low 141.4. We weren't going to be doing better than that. Oh, we need to unenter? Oh, right. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was entered for the race. Thought I was just doing some practice laps there. Thank you very much, Philness Games, for dropping your link, because I want people to check that out and give you old Crispy. I'm working on it here. Oops. I'm working. As soon as the channel doesn't have comments on the side. Philness, can you, for a moment, please stop writing people's links, because I need to back out here. Okay, I guess I gotta back out to make space, because I am backed out. I'm not in the green here. Well, I guess we won't spectate. We'll quit out, and that'll be the end of our live. Folks, take care. Godspeed and God bless everyone. Thank you so much for making it in. It has been a pleasure driving with you all. Very much appreciated. And how do we end this? Let's check this out. Don't forget to change your oil. Don't forget to do your maintenance on your car in sim racing, in your car in the real world, and on yourself. Take care of your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and that realm called community, which is friends, family, and a little bit of community service so you feel connected to your community. It will help a great deal. Hey, Daniel, thank you very much for making it in. Godspeed, everyone. God bless, and see you Monday to Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, for some lobby racing where we try to keep it up with drivers from around the world that have all sorts of different levels of chaotic and safe racing. And we give you the rundown of how to survive those lobby races. Then we do what's called the JCCR Racing Team versus the Challengers. So do make it in for that. You'll learn the tracks. You'll learn and grow. You'll become a better racer. And if you're already an amazing racer, well, you'll probably be there to coach and mentor, which we need here on the team. We've got a lot of A and B racers helping us out. So until next time, I wish you all more cars and more power. And if this is the only place that you get to drive in the real world, it's great. This is still my favorite place to race. And if you want to check out some real world cars, check out Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. We've got a long-term reviewing a 2025 Ford F-150 Tremor. So nice we had to buy it twice, better than any van you can get on the market, and relatively, let's face it, more masculine, less soccer mom vibes. We've also got the 1999 Porsche 911. Can you own an old European sports car and not have your wallet or wife run out on you? And we've got the 1991 Toyota MR2. That's a two-door rear-engine sports car. Mid-engine, but the engine is behind the seats, I should say. And the Porsche 911 is rear engine. We've got a mid-engine with the Toyota MR2. And we've got a front engine with the 2017 Shelby GT350. That's got like 28,000 kilometers on it. That thing is new and pristine. Check out the channel. Take care, everybody. Really appreciate that you made it in. And again, a huge thank you to the subscribers and one level up, the members, for making all this possible. I'm out, and I'll see you back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern.